Well, if you'll remember from video 4, I tried some alcohol to remove the gum from around the edge here, and I ended up getting it on the platter, and when I tried to wipe it off it sort of smeared on there and I couldn't get it off. Well, I ended up using some solvent, and that took it off really good. So I'm feeling a little better right now. I've used 320 grit and I've sanded the edges on the lathe here. That works pretty good. And I've got it pretty well completely down right to the Purple Heart. And I'm going to try now carefully put some varathane on. I'm not going to use a brush. I'm going to use a little piece of paper towel. And I'm going to put on my rubber gloves. And we'll see what happens here. I'm going to try and not get the varathane on this at all if I can help it. Well, here we go. We'll try and wipe this on. Well, you know, that seemed to work pretty good, at least for the first coat. Maybe after 3 or 4 coats, nobody'll even know I made a mess there. Well, this seems to be coming along nicely. This is just 1 coat. But after I had taken this off so I could look at it really good, I noticed that there was little, like pimples, all the way around the outside here. Probably about 10 of them. One of them was actually quite pronounced. And so I have decided that I'm going to try and sand this down. And I'm not touching this center area here because that's perfect. There's absolutely no flaws in this center area. So I'm hoping that where the varathane blends in with the Envirotex, there's not going to be a noticeable division. I'm going to know in a few minutes. I scuffed this up with 320 grit, and I'm going to now use 600, and I'm being very careful not to get into the center of the platter where it's perfect. And now we'll try the 600. Okay, and now the varathane. You know, if you can put Envirotex on top of varathane, why can't you put varathane on top of Envirotex? Well, once again, we're going to soon know. Well, you know, this seems to be okay. I think this is going to work out. Now, I know it looks like I'm rushing things a little here, but you know, I've only got a little over a week before I've got to throw this thing in a suitcase, along with the special bowl, and schlep it off to Kelowna. You know, not everything works out in my workshop videos, as you've seen, and I usually show my mistakes. I don't edit them out. I don't want you to think this guy's a real top-notch woodworker, because I'm just an ordinary guy having fun here. And if you can see one of my mistakes and it'll help you in your next project, and you can think to yourself, well, I'm not going to do that, it didn't work for Ron, well, hey, then I feel good about that. Well, I guess you probably just noticed that varathane did not dry smooth and glossy like the Envirotex. It went kind of blotchy, actually. So I'm going to do the Envirotex thing all over again. I've sanded this thing down, and this time I'm going to be extra careful. Well, here we go again. And as you can see, I still haven't made my little tripod, so I get my arm out of your field of vision there. Well, I think I've got it about as good as I can get it. Now this time I want to check it extra good for little flaws. Get those off of there while I still can. Now that should, I know it looks like I damaged it there, but in about 10 minutes that'll be completely gone. There's something here too. What is that? Whatever it is gone now. I only have about half an hour to work with this before it starts thickening. Maybe an hour if I'm lucky. It's about 15 minutes now. There's little bubbles there. I'll get those with a propane torch. There's something, I can see it right there. What is that? That's a bubble. Okay. It's going to be better. Well, it's about 2 hours now since I first mixed up this Envirotex, and I think it's probably stopped flowing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get this green masking tape off right now. I hope this doesn't turn out to be a fiasco. Well, you know, I am seeing little imperfections, but nothing like before. And I think it's going to look really good with Christmas cake on it. You know, I'm always kind of sorry when I come to the end of a project, but I'm at the end of this project. And I guess you can't help but notice that the purple heart in the Christmas candy bowl matches the purple heart on the Christmas cake platter. But you know, I think we should properly test everything out here. Well, there. Everybody loves chocolate-covered peppermint patties, and everybody loves Hershey Kisses. Well, this is going to work. But you know, this DVD is all about the Christmas cake platter. There, that's better. But does it really work? Let's just try it here. That cake platter works really good. Okay, folks, I just want to add thank you for watching, and Merry Christmas. And also, let's try and remember the reason for the season.